Hey everyone, I'm here at Midwest Dreaming. I'm here with Lori Witzel, the Senior Product Marketing Manager with Spanning. Lori, we were able to catch up with Gary Jones out at Dreamforce last year, but for the people that don't know about your product, can you kind of just give a quick high-level overview of what you guys do?
Oh, absolutely. Well, in a nutshell, we help you back that SaaS up. So applications like Salesforce, they're secure, they have a lot of redundancy, they're very reliable. They can't, however, protect you from you. So if you've got junior admins, if you've got great power in data loader and uploading data, it's easy for you to have one of those days and have an oops moment happen. It's also easy for someone who is an authorized user to do some things that they shouldn't if they are feeling malicious. So if you want to be able to back up your data, you really want to be able to restore it quickly. That's what Spanning focuses on, is restore perfection, the ability to get your data back, make it easy to find it and get it back, and get your business back to running again so you can do more important things.
So what are the some of the common use cases that you see where this is pretty important? I mean, I know why this product's important, but for the the people out there that are evaluating you guys, what are some situations where this would really help them?
Okay, so when I do presentations at user groups, we often have a moment I call user group therapy, where I'll talk about some of the stories I've heard, like the person who used data loader, uploaded about 100,000 records and went, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to overwrite that particular thing. Now what do I do? We've heard from people who deleted a parent object, the recycle bin aged out. Well, the parent was gone and all the associated children. That was definitely a bad moment for them. It's possible through many other means to maybe be able to restore your data. We're interested in making it easy, and fast, because the faster you can get back to good. Let's see, other use cases I've heard. Oh my goodness, the data loader one comes to mind. Oh yeah, Outlook application syncs. So I've certainly heard a number of times, gee, we're using Outlook, it syncs with Salesforce, and oh my gosh, the sales reps are doing all kinds of crazy things and it's overwriting Salesforce good data. How do I go and undo the mess that's been created? So application sync errors, data load and import-export errors, configuration errors. Sometimes a customization is done and it's not quite done correctly, but there you are. You really want to go back to that moment in time before it went live.
So, pointing out what you're talking about there, so not only do you guys back up the data itself, but you also back up the configuration, right? The page layouts, fields, objects, all that good stuff?
Yes, and that's something that's very important to note because we also make it easy to restore that stuff. Jeremy, as you know and you presented on, there are many different ways to go about restoring and getting yourself back to right. The trick is, do you want to spend hours or days, or would you rather spend a few minutes and a couple of button clicks? So, yep, metadata backup is vital. Being able to undo a permanent deletion is something that's been new since Dreamforce. So we now enable people to get those parents and associated children and grandchildren back. The other cool thing is we enable admins to choose whether to restore those child objects or not. If it's going to trigger workflows they don't want to trigger, they don't have to go there.
So if there's like a cascading delete, you guys can bring back not only the parent object, but the child records?
Including attachments.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Awesome.
And of course, we provide automated chatter notifications so an admin never has to worry about was the backup successful that day. We provide Salesforce One integration, so people are on the go. They can still take a look and see what's going on. We just aim to be the easiest, most friendly way you can possibly back up and restore your data.
So why would the audience want something like this rather than just using what Salesforce does natively? Like, where are the gaps in what Salesforce does and where you guys come in?
So the weekly export backs up data only, does not cover metadata. If I'm remembering right, Salesforce IDE and Eclipse tools, you can back up metadata. You're not going to get the data. You can spend a fair amount of time and energy being very creative and use these kinds of native tools and techniques. I think I'd rather have my friends spend their time on higher value projects and do a restore with a couple of button clicks.
And does it take like a developer to manage the backups, or and restore things, or is it something an admin can do? Like,
It's not only something an admin can do. If an admin wants to empower their end users, because we're in app, we pick up the roles and permissions in the app the admin set. So let's say you want to enable your fumble-fingered sales team to fix their own oops. They can't fix anybody else's, but they can fix their own, and that means they're not going to stand outside your desk and go, "Oh, can you help me?"
and to give them that ability, does that do you have to make them an admin, or does it use like the Salesforce security? How does that work?
It uses the Salesforce security. So if the admin sets a salesperson to have the rights to update a phone number field, and the sales rep mistypes and can't remember what was supposed to be there, they could, in theory, restore their own stuff. So totally secure, totally within the rights and roles assigned.
And all this is in the UI inside of Salesforce, easy to get into.
Absolutely.
Cool.
None of this jumping out to a different application. You're right there in the world you know and love, which is the Salesforce interface.
And we did speak with Garrett Jones at Dreamforce. You touched on one of the new features, but since Dreamforce, what can people check out? What's new?
So from my point of view, the biggest thing really is the restore of permanently deleted items. We have some very exciting things coming up for this Dreamforce that's going to expand our power even further. I'm not going to mention them now, but I really encourage...
No exclusives? Come on.
No, but I'm going to encourage people to keep checking our App Exchange website and come see us at Dreamforce so we can do the big reveal then.
Okay.
And I just think we make awesome restore stuff. And basically, backup is lovely, but without a fast, easy restore, backup is not useful.
Okay. So if people want to get their hands on Spanning, what should they do?
So they should go to the App Exchange. They can type in Spanning Backup. They will find us. We have 5-star reviews on the App Exchange. It's a 14-day free trial. Check it out. There are also videos and other info in the App Exchange, or you can also go to www.spanning.com and look for our Salesforce products, and you'll find a ton of information.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time, Laura.
Hey, absolutely, Jeremy. Thank you. This is fun.